In the wind today, I learned a very valuable lesson. This headband holds the microphone in place when you're speaking in a wind, as well as when I'm sitting here talking to you. Our lesson today is of trust, perseverance, and of love. What's past is past, and nothing can change that. But the future can be different if we choose to make it so. We have to cultivate a vision of happier, more peaceful future and make the effort to bring it about. It is in each of our hands. This is no time for complacency. Hope lies in the action that we take. We need to strengthen such inner values in each of us as contentment, patience, hope, tolerance, and love, and the combined value of those, compassion. Not just compassion for other humans, but compassion for creatures and for the earth itself. Just now, NBC Nightly News, 15 February 2020. There was a story of the Australian Defence Forces. Sorry, somebody's trying to jump on the tripod. There we go. There was the story of the Australian Defence Forces working to help the koala joeys recover and grow again from the terrible bushfires still burning in Australia. Fires that killed only 33 humans, but over 1 billion of God's other unique and beloved creatures. Sweet animals, marsupials, and lizards that appear naturally nowhere else on this damaged, fighting earth. Kangaroos, wallabies, wombats, and koalas. Each have babies termed joeys. Each births them live, and the infant creatures, no larger than your index finger, crawls unaided to the mother's pouch to live, suckle, and grow for at least 6 months, but for as long as 18 months. As they grow up, all but the kangaroos climb and ride on mama's or auntie's or grandma's back. In this post-apocalyptic fire age, the joey pouches made by thousands of crafters from around the world, new clean ones needed at least 5 times daily, for the youngsters are quite messy. They eat very messy and they poop in the bags, so they have to be changed many times a day. They use fewer as they grow up, so the sacks are being used. Thank you so very much for making them. These pouches are worn strapped across their foster moms' bodies, as many men as women, and they are fed every 30 minutes for at least 6 weeks, and then hourly for a month, and then only 8 times a day for the next 6 months or so. In other words, the men and women are making a commitment to these wee animals. Praise God and thank them all with your prayers. And the roos, given time outside to hop communally after about 3 months of age, they have Facebook groups to meet up to hop 3 times a week, so they will bond with species. And the zoos and animal parks bring their quietest adults out to hop in public with them. These Facebook groups will go to the animal parks or go to the zoo or go these what we call animal parks. They have things called reptile parks and uh, lizard parks and things like that. But they're not just reptiles and lizards and things like that. They have kangas, they have wombats, they have wallabies, they have koalas there. They have all of these animals there at every one of them. So they'll bring out their individual adults to be with these young animals so they can see, oh, big adult. And they'll hop after the adult, or they'll come up to the adult. And the adults see these 30 little kangas or these 30 little koalas. And they seem to know, the zookeepers say. They seem to understand. I must be patient. And they just relax. And let the little ones come to them. The koalas, wallabies, and wombats are all meeting on species play dates as well, arranged with the local zoo and animal parks. The lizard and non-mammals are less simple, for they aren't easily hand-reared. Specialty breeders and other specialty parks have more than quadrupled their breeding, with zoos and breeders from around the world freely sending biological matter to increase the diversity sperm. Where normally they would charge up to $150 to $200 per sperm sample for crocodile, for this lizard or that lizard. They now don't care about the money, but they care about the safety of the species, the longevity of the species. This is compassion. This is love and caring for God's creatures. Keeping in mind that it's expressions of affection rather than money and power that attract real friends. Compassion is the key to ensuring our own well-being as well as that of the earth. If you love someone, they must be able to trust you. You must keep your word to them. You must persevere in love, charity, and compassion. Animals trust you when domesticated. Wild animals only trust you as long as they are able. Blessed are the wild animal healers, for theirs is the joy of healing God's broken beloveds. I'll see you tomorrow.